Hi friends, I'm making this short video and very pointed one to see the differences between the aspects by natural malefic and natural benefics. Okay. Now there is a very important difference in the nature of a planet based on the lordship of the houses, what we call functional benefic and functional malefics. That means a planet that is a natural benefic like Jupiter or Venus, these could play the role of a functional malefic in a chart. Obviously that is decided by the ascendant, the lagna, the first house, right? So the owners of 6, 8 and 12 houses are generally called functional malefics. That's the general understanding, right? So it's quite possible that for a given lagna, for example, for ascendant Capricorn, Makar lagna, Jupiter, a real natural benefic, it becomes a functional malefic because it owns the 12th and 3rd houses. 12th house Sagittarius falls on it and 3rd house Pisces falls on it, the mean Rashi, right? So we have a case here where Jupiter, which we all know is a natural benefic, becomes a functional malefic here. For that chart, it becomes a malefic planet, right, by its lordship, right? So I'm not getting into the details of it at this time. Similarly, if you look at, let's take Mars, Scorpio lagna, ascendant. So Mercury, it owns the 8th house, right? Mercury would own the 8th house, so it will also be a functional malefic, though it's a natural benefic. Jupiter, Venus, Mercury and Moon, at least in waxing or Shukla Paksha Moon, these are natural benefics. And natural malefics are Saturn, Mars, Sun slightly malefic, slightly natural malefic, and we have Rahu, and Ketu is also a malefic, natural malefic, but there is some good thing about Ketu. Okay, that is that for extreme moksha oriented spirituality, it becomes a benefic. So I don't want to increase the scope of this video, so let's keep it at that. Perhaps we'll discuss some other day about Ketu. Yeah, I love to talk about Ketu for some reason, I don't know. So talking of aspects from this, how to resolve this? Now, if you read the classics, all these principles that we read occasionally, I do share. Now they say, they use a phrase, that benefic aspect or malefic aspect. So are they talking about the natural benefic or they are talking about functional benefic? So sometimes it is not clear, right? Sometimes it is not clear. So I will tell you how to resolve this, and this would perhaps come as a bit of a surprise or shock to some people. Always remember, guys, an aspect from a natural benefic is always good for the significations of a house or the natural significations of the planet, which is receiving the benefic from a natural benefic planet, which is receiving aspect from a natural benefic planet. So let's take a very specific example, the one I spoke about. Jupiter in Capricorn ascendant, right? For a Capricorn ascendant chart, Jupiter is a natural, it's always a natural benefic, and Jupiter is a functional malefic. So somewhere it is placed in the chart, right? So any house that receives aspect from Jupiter, is it good for that house or bad for that house? Let's understand this. If you understand this, you understand the whole thing. Okay, now get this very clearly. Aspect from a natural benefic like Jupiter, Venus, Mercury and Moon is always good for the significations of that house. So if Jupiter is aspecting say 10th house, no matter whether it is functional benefic or functional malefic, forget it. Aspect from Jupiter on 10th, good for 10th house. Good for 10th house. Okay. Now, when can it be bad? When can this aspect be bad? After all, it's a functional malefic also, right? It could be bad in the context of an event. So for the entire life, 10th house is receiving Jupiter aspect, so it is good for the 10th house overall. When we do chart analysis, it is always good. But when we are talking of the events, so it depends from which house it is aspecting and what is going on at that point in life. There, Jupiter can trigger an event which could be related to 12th house or 3rd house. So event-wise, it can create some issues, but when we talk in a plain vanilla case, where when we are doing a chart reading to understand the person, the analysis part, in the analysis phase, it is always aspect from natural benefic is always good. The contrary to this, the opposite side to this, an aspect from a natural malefic is always bad, no matter it is functional benefic or not. Okay, so even if a natural malefic is owning, or even a yog karak for a specific lagna. So for Venus lagna, for Venus, Taurus and Libra lagna, you see Saturn is benefic, functional benefic. Okay, so an aspect from a Saturn on a house, even in that chart, is also bad. So if Saturn is aspecting 7th house, it is not good for this person's marital life, marital experience. Now, because in this example, Saturn is a functional benefic for the chart, it can trigger some good event, guys. The events related to the houses which it owns. You see, that is how it plays out. That is how you resolve this conflict. I'm talking of very core issues that a student, that intermediate astrologers would face in resolving this basic conflicts. So the general thumb rule, not general thumb rule, this is the thumb rule, that aspect from a natural benefic, always good. Aspect from natural malefic, always negative. Now, how good, how bad, you have to see by the strength of that planet. But really, talking of aspect from a natural malefic, even if it is weak, an aspect from it will still be bad. I will not distinguish there. Okay, but for benefic, the stronger the benefic planet, natural benefic planet is, the better it is for that house where it is aspecting, where it is placed. My God, it is very good for that. No matter, even if it is 12th house, where a natural benefic is seated. So it makes 12th house good for you. It tries to, keep things under control. It suppresses the negativities of 12th house. After all, 12th house is not that negative. We'll see. I'll do a video. I promise you, I'll do a video on this. Especially 6, 8, and 12 houses. Okay, I'll do a video on that. You'll see that these are ultimately not so bad houses. After all, there's something called Viparit Raj Yoga, right? I mean, these are given by this. They take a cost, but they give you a lot. They can give you a lot. We'll talk about it. Okay, let's not divert today. So, aspects from Rahu and Ketu. Well, 7th aspects make no sense because these are not physical bodies, so there is nothing to reflect back, right? It's unscientific, to my understanding. Okay, classics are not very clear on this. They are not unanimous on this. In fact, Rahu and Ketu are all about confusion, right? Even classics confuse us on that. So Rahu aspects 5th and 9th houses. It mimics Jupiter in that sense. Rahu is aspecting 5th and 9th houses, not good. Now, from which house it aspects, it can give you some good results based on a lot of other factors. But typically, an aspect from Rahu can create some kind of confusion, okay, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, Rahu, I did a video recently on Rahu. You can watch that video and understand Rahu, what it's all about. Okay. However, materialistically, Rahu can give you a lot. So let's not talk of specific planets. Let's keep it very general and pointed, as I promised. So aspect from natural benefics is always good for the house and for the planet where it is falling. So for the natural significations of the planet that is receiving a benefic from an aspect from a natural benefic is good. So if Jupiter is aspecting Venus, or Jupiter is aspecting Mercury, so the natural significations are good for that. It is helping them. So if Jupiter is aspecting Mercury, then the learning process would be better, right? If it is aspecting Venus, then the natural things that relate with Venus, the gratification of senses, okay, that is helped. It goes good. So these are the factors. Now these are not the final verdict, right? There are 9 planets and 12 houses, okay, and 27 effective nakshatras, right? So, and then there are divisional charts where we see specific domain. So we have to do the complete chart reading. But I'm telling you I'm just trying to untangle a very confusing knot for you. So that is how you have to see the aspects from planets in the context of functional and natural nature. Okay, that's about it, guys. Write me comments, give me relevant comments. You are welcome to express your opinion, and let's keep this discussion going. Thank you.